All right, guys, so the next exercise is the cross bench pullover, okay? So for this exercise, you're gonna need a dumbbell and a bench, okay? A couple things to keep in mind on this one. There's a few variations that you can do with this movement. For particular in working on the back bridge, we actually want to keep the hips and the core pretty locked down and tight, okay? So you've probably seen variations where you go down and you actually arch the low back and flex the hip, but we actually want to keep like a slight glute engagement, posterior tilt of the hips, and the core and the lower abs activated while we do this movement. So I'll demonstrate what it should look like, and then I'll demonstrate maybe the way it could be done incorrectly in progressing your back bridge, okay? So it's not that it's wrong, it's just for this particular application, we want to do it one way, okay? So I put my shoulders on the back of the bench. Now, if you want, you can have your shoulders slightly forward so that your neck is resting on the bench if you have problems with the traps. But for the most part, that will limit your range of motion as you get flexible. So put your shoulders on the back of the bench. And for this movement, I actually like to bring my feet together so that way when I engage my glutes, I can feel kind of the quads being stretched out a little bit, and I can keep my low abs engaged, okay? So you're gonna start. I like to grip the dumbbell almost like you're gonna catch a football. So if you make like a diamond with your hands, all right? And then from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brace my abs, lock down, and then I'm gonna slowly lower that weight behind my head. And I think about lifting my chest almost up towards the ceiling, okay? So as you do this, you wanna think about pulling your sternum and drawing it up towards the ceiling. All right, and then as you go back, nice and controlled, and then up. So again, brace, lock down those abs, and then up. The biggest issue that people have in this is that if you keep this core engaged, you're gonna get into the shoulders more, because if the pelvis moves too much, then you're not gonna get into the shoulders as much as you want. You can almost cheat the movement, okay? So I wanna just demonstrate what that would look like, and I want to show you the difference when I keep my core engaged and when I let it go. You're going to see the difference in range, okay? So, if I were to go again, I'll do it the proper way first. Lock down my abs, keep my core nice and tight, and there's my stretch. I feel it right in my lats, underneath my armpits. Now if I drop my hips, I can really like arch back, and I actually don't even feel it where I want to feel it here, okay? So that's super important. If the lats are tight, that's going to limit your overhead flexibility, especially in the bridge. So we want to keep all the pelvis and the core locked down so we can really focus on opening up the lats.